Get Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 1. Yeah, you eat a cow. You can also eat a locust. Right, give me Leviticus chapter 11 verse 22. It's a so-called grasshopper. So there's certain insects that you can eat, right? The Lord made all things, right? The Lord made all creations, right? So he said there's certain things you can eat and there's certain things you can't eat. But it might sound strange to our people to eat a locust, because that's an Eastern, right? We really from the East, brother. We're not from this Western part of the world. Right now, eating a locust, that might sound crazy to some people, but over there in the Middle East, they do it, and that's where we from. Leviticus 11 and 20.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 22.
Right?
Even these of them ye may eat. The locust.
What?
The locust.
What?
The locust after his kind. And the hard locust after his kind.
So God said you can eat a locust. Give me John chapter 3 and verse 1. Read it.
And the beetle after his kind.
And the damn beetle. That might read that and say, oh God, I ain't doing that. That's just not my thing. It's okay for it to not be your thing, but the Lord said you can eat it. So you got clean insects and you got unclean insects. All right, bring it up. John chapter 3 verse 1.
No.
And this is our forefather John. Read on.
John chapter 3 and verse 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews.
John 3 and 1. It might be Matthew 3 and 1. Bring out Matthew chapter 3 verse 1.
The book of Matthew, chapter 3, and verse 1. In those days came John the Baptist, preaching in the wilderness of Judea, and saying, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. For this is he that was spoken of the prophet Isaiah, saying, the voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his path straight. And the same John had his raiment of camel's hair, and a leaden girdle about his loins. And his meat was locusts and wild honey.
John ate locusts and wild honey. But that's a clean animal, clean insect that you can eat. But bring out this Leviticus 11 and 20.
This is the book of Leviticus.
Again, you can't eat shrimp because that's not a clean insect.
That's right.
Read on.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 27.
Right?
And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean unto you.
So you can't eat a dog. You can't eat a cat. Right? You got the so-called white man on YouTube. They do damn bobcat catch and cooks. Panther catch and cook. The so-called white man is vile, man. You can't eat nothing that goes upon his paws. Not a cat, not a dog. Right? None of those things, brother. You can't try something new. Our people got that, I want to try something new. I want to expand my horizon. No, man. You got certain animals that can't food that you eat according to the Lord. Or you got ox, you got goat, you got beef ribs, right? Bison, buffalo, so on and so forth. Deer, venison, you can eat there, brother. Right? When you check it out there, all they eat is grass, brother. That's right. Right? All these other unclean animals, they be eating every damn thing. Pigs, they eat the damn shirt, a human, damn shoes, glasses, earrings, not pigs eat anything. Neither can you eat rats, brother. You got to be careful going to these different Chinese places, man. They'll jam you up, man. They be selling down rat, talking about his chicken. General Toast chicken, right? Brother, I'm going to just let you know something, brother. Chicken got bones, brother. Right? Chicken got bones, brother. Just always remember that.
That's right. Every time my grandmother, we ordered Chinese food every weekend. Every time I ate Chinese food, my stomach hurt every time. It's like when you eat pork and you gotta throw up. It's not for you. It's not a meat for you to eat. The Lord created you, so He knows what goes in your body. So who you gonna listen to, the man, or you gonna listen to your Creator? You listen to your Creator,
right? That's a fact, man. Right? A lot of these doctors will say, "Oh, you can eat shrimp. You know, it's good for your potassium.
Right?
It got the protein, right? It's good for you." Doctors will tell you can smoke weed. It's good for you. Ah, man, that's going to defile your temple. right? That's going to destroy your respiratory system. All right? So again, like the brother said, you got to listen to the Lord rather than man. Give me Acts 5:39. Acts 5:29. That's my favorite precept. Acts chapter 5, verse 29. And you also got to keep the Sabbath day. You know about the Sabbath day? Oh, we got to bring that up. Verse 8. If we don't bring that out, we going off. Acts 5:29.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
We ought to obey the Most High rather than men.
That's right.
Let's play in the context. We'll bring this up.
It's the book of Exodus 20, and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
You got 6 days to labor, pay all your bills, and get all your work done. Read on.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So what's the seventh day of the week? The seventh day of the week.
End of the week.
What they call the weekend. Saturday. Right? Sunday is the first day of the week. Monday is the first business day. But Saturday is the first day of the week. But Saturday is the last day of the week. That's why they call it the weekend. All right? But the Sabbath falls on Saturday. But the day starts at even, or evening according to the Bible. So the Sabbath comes in Friday sundown and ends Saturday sundown. So you gotta learn the calendar too, brother. Bring it up.
In it thou shalt do any work. Thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy maidservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within the gates.
Right, so the Lord said within that seventh day you can't do no man no work. So do you work on Saturdays, brother? So you gotta try to find another job. Or kind of you gotta kind of tell them, hey, look, man, I have this is my religion. I can't work on Saturdays no more. I mean, we have done it a lot of times, right? And a lot of times they say, well, look, that's cool. We can work around it. We can have you on the Sundays. We ain't touching the Saturdays. I done had my, boss. I ain't touching the Saturdays. You ain't touching Saturdays, right? All because I kept it straight up with him. Now, if a job say, well, look, you gotta work Saturday. There's no way around it. You gotta find another job, man. Because you don't want to be in sin all over some damn money, right? The Lord gonna take care of it. Bring it up.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is,
Right?
and rested the seventh day.
Yeah, what?
And rested the seventh day.
Well, that's a day of rest, man. If it was up to the so-called white man, you'd be working 7 days out the week, 24/7, no breaks. But the Lord gave you a Sabbath day so you can rest, rejuvenate your body, and give worship to the Lord. Bring it up.
Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. What? And hallowed it.
When the Lord say He hallowed it, it's a set apart day. It's not like any other day on the week. Like Wednesday or Saturday, that's just an average day. But the Saturday, every week they come in, that's a Sabbath day. So you gotta honor it, you gotta keep it up. You can't buy and sell on the Sabbath day either. Neither can you have sex upon the Sabbath day. You don't want to profane it, brother. All right, so what's your nationality? What's your nationality? Israelite. From what tribe? From what tribe? Your father is so-called black man?
Is he a black man?
Is he so-called? So you'll be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
That's right.
Can you eat pork? What about crab, shrimp, and lobster? What are these, brother? Why do we wear these?
To remind if you sin. If you sin, I mean,
You're almost there.
You got to take your time.
To remind you to do what?
it reminds you not to sin.
That's right.
Right. It reminds you to keep the commandments and not be led in sin. All right, brother. See, okay. All praise.
All praise.
All right, hold up, bro. Let me give you a flyer. So you can follow our channels, brother, and get built up and edified. You can find it on Amazon, right? You can find it on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Get you a King James Bible. Don't get you an NKJV. Don't get you a New American Authorized Bible. No, get you a KJV, King James. King James is a so-called black man,
That's right.
right? So you want to get that King James, brother. All right. All right. Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Shalom means peace in the Hebrew.
Okay.
So we telling you peace, brother. All right, peace, brother Antoine. All right, brother. Shalom, man.
Wow.
Mighty brother right there, man. Mighty brother.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing in the eyes of the Lord, man. The Israelites are coming back to their nationality. Right? They knowing who they are in these last days, man. The truth is being revealed. These lies are being tore down. Okay, give me Luke chapter 8, verse 17. All right, that's a beautiful thing in the eyes of the Most High. Hey, man, I'm excited about that, man. I'm happy. That made my day. All right? Luke chapter 8, verse 17.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 8 and verse 17.
Right.
For nothing is secret.
Hey, y'all brothers know y'all nationality?
Yes, sir. No weapon formed against us to prosper.
That's right, brother. When you keeping the commandments. If you're not, hey, man, the weapon's going to devour you. Eat up your flesh. Bring it up. Shalom.
For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest.
Right.
Neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
There you go, man. So we manifesting that we are the Israelites, and that we got to keep these commandments in the last days. Right? And that's what Salaki, that was set up for us to do, man. So we can be delivered from this captivity. So we can stop suffering the oppression under the so-called white man, who's also the devil that the Bible speaks of. And the word devil just simply means deceiver. You see that? Give me what I want. Give me Revelation chapter 12, verse 9. Revelation chapter 12, verse 9.
That's all right. If y'all feel to get the ball, go down on the river walk. I see you down on the river walk.
We'll be at the river walk, bro. Revelation chapter 12, verse 9.
The book of Revelation 12 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And it reads, and the great dragon was cast out.
What?
The great dragon was cast
It
out.
said the great dragon was cast out. Now who is that great dragon? It's talking about the so-called white man. What's your nationality? In the van. What's your nationality? Palestinian. You will be burnt the hell up in World War III.
That's right.
Right? That's in the Bible, man. You can't get mad at us. You gotta get mad at the Lord for that.
Right.
You said what? Yeah, get out of here, man. Right? Hey, we just speaking the words of God. You know what I'm saying? Right? You gonna tell the Lord to shut the heck up? You gonna tell the Lord to tone it down? You gonna tell the Lord to move around? No, man. I wish you would do that. Right? You gonna be damn struck by damn lightning. Have 1,000 volts going within your flesh, burn you to a crisp, make you bleed for your life.
Right.
These are all the things that the Lord can do. Give me Job chapter 18, verse 14. Well, they gonna say, oh, we mean, we teach hate, no, we teach love for our people. We teach the Israelites to love themselves. Stop being cruel to your flesh.
Right.
We teach our men to be men of the Lord. Take care of your households. Take care of your responsibilities. Receive correction. Be a humble brother on this earth. Be a mighty man. Stop being feeble and weak, man. A lot of you brothers in the world be weak, man. You be getting beat up. You don't be wanting to fight. I done seen a lot of videos. Hey, get out the car. I don't want to fight, man. You let somebody punch you all up in your face.
Right.
That's how you know you ain't got the spirit of the Lord, man.
Right.
You think the men of the Lord was letting people punch him in the face and kick him in the ass? No, man. They was fighting back. Give me Psalms 144:1. Because the Lord teach our hands to fight back. All right? The Most High teaches us to be the mighty man. What's your nationality? Right? You got men on the earth with blonde hair. Right? Coming in that Chris Breezy spirit. Bring it up. Psalms 144:1.
Psalms 144 in verse 1.
Right?
Blessed be the Lord, my strength.
What the Bible say?
Blessed be the Lord, my
So
strength.
the Most High is our strength. He's our might. He's our redeemer. When you feeling down, when you feeling sad, the Lord is the one that lifts up your head. The Lord is the one that lifts your chin up. Well, you know when you was a youngin', you know your dad kind of lifted your chin up, your mother lifted your chin up. Hold your head up high, man. Stick your chest out. Everything gonna be all right. And that's the comfort that we have in the Most High. We know the Lord is gonna protect us, comfort us, lead us into the ways of righteousness. So we don't fear nothing. Right? We don't go into that depression. We
We got brothers in the truth depressed, man. Hey, brother, you got to snap out of that, man. Right? That's hey, brother, that's sin. You know what I'm saying? That's a wicked and evil spirit to have. You might say, well, look, brother, I'm catching hell. I'm going through it. My wife left me. My kids out of order. I just lost my job. I'm struggling with this specific sin. Hey, brother, you got to have faith in the Lord, man. Right. It's impossible to please the Most High without faith. A lot of men lack faith, man. That's why a lot of brothers be catching hell this thing. And that's why a lot of brothers are struggling with the same sin over and over because you lack faith. You gotta have faith that the Most High is going to deliver you from your sin, from your evil, from wicked men, from the snares of death. Have faith that the Lord is going to do these things for you. Let's keep reading this.
Psalms 144, verse 1.
Right.
Blessed be the Lord, my strength.
What the Bible say?
Blessed be the Lord, my strength.
So again, the Most High is our strength. Read on.
Which teacheth my hands to war.
Which do what?
Teaches my hands to war.
So the Most High teach about fingers to war. Read on.
And my fingers to fight.
So David was a mighty man.
That's right.
You can read about all the acts of David. He was getting down within the battlefields. Matter of fact, give me that 2 Samuel 21 and 17. 2 Samuel 21 and 17. Right? What's your nationality, King?
Believe in God.
Well, I said your nationality.
I'm black.
You black? You the color of a crayon?
Yep.
No. No, you're not, brother. You gotta go back to first grade. You an Israelite. Bring it up. 2 Samuel 21 and 17. See, Jake got his woman. Pull him away from get that, brother. That's an abomination, bro. You let your woman kind of grab you up. Right. Come here, boy. Right, bring it up.
2 Samuel, chapter 21, and verse 17. Now, but Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, secured him and smote the Philistine.
And then what?
And smote the Philistine.
And smote the Philistines. The Philistines were Africans, a Medic nation. Read on.
And killed him. Then the men of David swore unto him, saying, Thou shalt go no more out with us to battle, that thou quench not the light of Israel.
Because David was past his prime. He was up there in age. He might have been around maybe 40 in the 50s, right? But he didn't lose his step. He still wanted to go out there and war. But the men of Israel, they didn't want to take that risk. They didn't want David to get put to death because he was kind of past his prime. Read on.
And it came to pass after this, that there was again a battle with the Philistines at God. Then Sabachai, the Hushanite, slew Sab, which was of the sons of the giant.
Sons of the what?
Sons of the giant.
So you had giants in the ancient world. Now they wasn't actually the size of a damn building. They might have been 15 feet, 16 feet. They was tall as hell. Imagine fighting somebody. You can't even, how you even want to get in your stance? How you even want to try to get up there and jab? No, man, you gotta have some what they call it, some very tactical war tactics, man. All right, read on.
And there was again a battle in God with the Philistines, where Elhanan, the son of Jerah, and Horatio, Jitti.
Salakia. And again, they say they was warring against the sons of the giants. Give me that in I believe it's Baruch chapter 3, verse 26. Let's get that about the giants. Because these were men of war, man. Right? Yeah, you know the Israelites are men of war in the scriptures, but you got other nations that get down as well. You know, we gotta, give props to what props is due. Hey, it says the mighty men of Moab, man. You know? Bring it up.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 3, and verse 26.
Right?
There were giants famous from the beginning.
What the Bible say?
There were giants famous from
He
beginning.
said the giants, they were famous from the beginning of the earth. Read on.
That was of so great stature.
They was what?
So great
So
stature.
these men were huge. And they was brolic, muscular, right? And they looked at wild, man. They looked at savage. They looked at beast-like. Read on.
And so expert in war.
And they were what?
Expert in
And they
war.
were experts in war. Meaning they wasn't mediocre, man. Come up a little bit, man. It's the pick up on the sound. They were experts in war. They wasn't mediocre. They actually got down. They was thrusting men through. They was tearing men apart. They probably was eating men alive. Them Hamites, they was vile. Right. Bring this up. Keep reading on that. 17. I got it right here.
Verse 19, and there was again a battle in God with the Philistines, with Elani, the son of Jerut, or Regem, and Bethlehemite slew the brother of Goliath. Slew the brother of Goliath, the Gittite, the staff of whose spirit was like a weaver's beam. And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man a great stature, that had on every hand 6 fingers, and on every foot 6 toes.
He said, what?
Where was a man a great stature, that had on every hand 6 fingers.
So he had 6 fingers. The average man on earth has 5 fingers, but these men had 6 fingers. Read on.
And on every foot 6 toes.
And they had 6 toes. Read on.
For in 20 in number, and he also was born to the giant.
He was what?
Born to the giant.
So these men were mutants, man. And they was monsters on the earth. So imagine going to war with somebody like that. A tall ass African, teeth all messed up, with a damn plate in his mouth, 6 toes and 6 fingers, growling his tail, tall like a damn beast, man. Growling at you. They probably weren't even speaking, they probably were just growling. right? Read on.
And when he defiled Israel, Jonathan the son of Shemaiah, the brother of David, slew him.
He did what?
Slew him.
He did what?
Slew him.
He just killed them like it was nothing. Read on.
These 4 were born to the giant of Gath.
You see that? So our forefathers was mighty men in the scriptures, man. And David ran with hitmen. Give me 1 Chronicles chapter 11 and verse 22. Right, David, man, he was getting down. People feared David. Right, when you was around David, you had to watch what you say, man. He might have grabbed you up by the collar, man.
Right.
All right, bring it up.
11 to 32.
1 Chronicles 11 and 22.
1 Chronicles 11, verse 22.
Right?
Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, the son of Valiant, man of Kabazel, who had done many acts, he slew two lion-like men of Moab.
He did what?
He slew 2 like lion men of Moab.
So he slew or killed 2 mighty men of Moab, the so-called Chinese men. Read on.
Also he went down and slew a lion in a pit in a snowy day.
It say he murdered a lion in a pit on a snowy day. So imagine that. Right, Jake's scared to get into a fight. Jake was scared of damn stink dogs, man. Spider in your house, you kind of running, jumping on, right? Hiding behind your women, right? So asking her to kill it. Hey, man, that's wicked, man. But our forefathers, they was killing lions, man.
Right.
And it was on a snowy day. So, you know, he was cold as hell, dealing with the elements, feet probably frostbitten. But he didn't make no excuses, man. He endured and he slew that lion. Right, so our forefathers was mighty men. That's what we're telling our brothers to be, man. Come back to being a mighty man. Come back to these commandments of the Lord. Read on.
And he slew an Egyptian, a man of great stature.
And he did what?
And he slew an Egyptian, a man of great stature.
They say he slew an Egyptian, man. So we not Egyptians. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We was our forefathers was killing Egyptians.
That's right.
Putting them to death. Read on.
5 cubits high. And in the Egyptian's hand was a spear like a weaver's beam.
Right, so that's pretty much it, man. Now, give me, what I want? I believe it's 2 Chronicles, chapter 11. 25, 1 Chronicles 25 and 11. I believe that's what it is.
1 Chronicles 25.
Try 2 Chronicles 25. Right? So we reading about the mighty acts of our forefathers. What Amaziah did. 1 Chronicles, chapter 25, and 2 Chronicles. Yeah, that's what I want. Bring it up.
2 Chronicles 25 and verse 11.
Right.
And Amaziah strengthened himself and led forth his people.
Did what?
And led forth his people.
And that's what our people have to do in these last days. You have to strengthen yourself and lead forth your people. You can't make an excuse. Oh, I'm too young. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really that skilled in the precepts, brother. I can't lead nobody. No, man, you got to strengthen yourself.
Right.
You got to ask the Lord and pray to the Lord to make you a mighty man. And you got to lead forth your people. Read on.
And went to the valley of Sort.
And did what?
And went to the valley of Sort. And smote of the children of Seir 10,000.
Did what?
And smote of the children of Seir
And
10,000.
who are the children of Seir? Give me Genesis chapter 36 and verse 8. Right?
Slew a lot of men.
Hey, 10,000. Imagine
I
that.
want to say Esau, but you know it is what it is. I want to say it, but we got to fast also. Fasting. But I'll be quiet. I like what y'all doing, man. I like what y'all doing.
All praise to the Most High. You got that right, brother.
Praise to the
Let's
Most
get Genesis 36 and 8.
This the book of Genesis, chapter 36 and verse 8.
Right.
Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir.
That's what?
Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir.
So the children of Seir are Esau, so-called white man, the Edomites. Read on.
Esau is Edom.
You see that? So Esau is Edom. So, brother, you got that right. You've been studying, brother.
But can I say, isn't Edom in the Arabian Peninsula?
Say it again.
Is Edom in the Arabian Peninsula? I'm asking. Is Edom in the Arabian Peninsula?
Right, yeah, so-called, yeah, so-called Middle East.
So
Yeah.
you guys are, you got like I hate to stop y'all preaching. Y'all got like a YouTube channel that I can watch or something? Or
Yeah.
How can I check y'all out? How can I listen?
We got a flyer right here, brother.
The preaching is more important. I just want to know how I can, thank you, how I can, shalom. Thank you. Sorry about that.
All right, good, well, praise you. We also got a school opening July 24th. Y'all can come to the grand opening as well.
You got the flyer? Or
Well, I don't got the flyer out here right now, but if you email us, right, in that email right there, and ask for the information, we'll provide it to you.
yes, sir.
You know? Same thing for you, brother. We got the school opening up.
We got to support each other.
Yeah. All right. And go back to where we was at. So that's who the children of Seir are, so-called white man, the Edomites. So he said he slew 10,000 men of Seir. So he slew 10,000 so-called white people. The Edomites. Read on.
Verse 12. And other 10,000 left alive did the children of Judah carry away captive,
Right.
and brought them unto the top of the rock.
So he carried these men away captive and brought them to the top of the rock, meaning to the mountains. Read on.
And cast them
And
down.
did what?
And cast them down
And cast and threw them off the mountain. Read on.
from the top of the rock, that they all were broken in
You
pieces.
see that? So that's our mighty men, forefathers in the scriptures, man. Right? We wasn't swinging on vines in Africa.
Right.
With bananas in our mouth, man.
Tarzan
no, man,
spirit.
we was a royal and kingly like priesthood.
Dancing around naked, man.
Right? And that's who you are, brother. You an Israelite, king. Right? Oh, you know that, brother? Okay, all praise to the Most High, brother. Right? You gotta keep these commandments, though, brother.
I'm gonna follow y'all boys on Facebook and y'all on YouTube and everything.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We got an email. We got a conference call. We
We all
all
located
nine,
at,
brother.
we all located at my